it's a good song. So anyway, guys, it's time. Are you ready? What is up? Hey guys, how's it going? So today's Thursday, May 22nd, 2014. To the 28th episode. Wow, 28. I'm getting up there, huh? 28th episode of Cirrus of Passage. And that's only since I started at Nova. My previous show, I had like over 20 on that also. Wow, I've been doing this for a while, huh? How are you guys? Hey, Mind's Eye. Thanks, so. So anyway, guys, hold on a second here. I'm really, really excited. Very excited to bring in this lady. Very excited. So when she comes in, give her a warm, warm welcome. She'll be coming in very soon. I promise she's coming in soon. Oh, you hear the noise? Ah, there it is. Let me put this in. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, Candi. How are you? Look what see what I did there? I put your little logo on the upper corner.
Oh, look at that.
And then obviously there's her name. So everybody who don't know who this is, her name's right above her picture. Well, her video. So Candi, what is up?
Not much. Happy to be here with you. Hey, everybody.
So anyway, guys, if you guys do not know who Candi is, and you know, I'd be really shocked if you didn't know who she was. Let me go ahead and throw some links in here so you guys will figure out who she is. Let me put this in right here. Okay, everybody. Here's Candi's links. Boom. Boom. Guys, everybody, if you can, just go to her YouTube channel, subscribe. Believe me, you will love it. She has
I recognize a few viewers in here, so hi, thank you.
Ah, you do recognize some people. Cool. Ah, what do you have there? Oh wait, she's taking a nice hit off.
That's my Rito.
Is that a Rio Grande? Is that the VV version?
Yep, it's a VV.
Oh, you see that, Sheila? You know it's a VV because it has the little switch on top. Yeah, I made a trade with Sheila. So she loves her Rios. She has mine now. And I'm sure she's loving it. I think you have every single version now, right, Sheila? I think she does. How many do you have? I don't know.
Oh, this is my only one. You're lucky.
Wow, see, she has 3. Anyway, guys, thank you for welcoming Candi to the show. And Candi, I'm very glad to have you on today. Like I said, for those of you who don't know, the reason that I actually met Candi through seeing one of her YouTube videos, and I reached out to her, and I was like, how the hell have I not seen this before? Like, really, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I just reached out to you like 4 or 5 months ago. So it shocked me because I was like, how have I not seen this before? And like, by the time that I did discover you, you had a pretty good following already. And then I had to go backtrack in some of your old reviews just to start catching up, you know. So, and it's cool. I mean, hey, what's up, Max?
I might be able to get Tavish up here to say hi, just for you.
Oh, what's up, Vaping Chevy? What is up? Wow, it's good to see Chevy. Chevy doesn't usually come in the room because he's usually working around this time. He doesn't come up, get off work till late. And look, Hippie Chick is here. Hey, Hippie Chick. Hippie Chick's she's on VapeNet on Thursdays at noon, I believe, right? And I should have seen it this week, but I was out because I'm on vacation. So I could actually catch your show next week. So, but anyway, let's start with the basics. Candi, obviously, like, you've been vaping for a while, but I'm guessing that you probably smoked before that. Can you give us a little history on like how long you've been smoking, how you found vaping, your aha moment, stuff like that?
Smoked a little bit in high school, you know, just kind of bummed them off other people.
Right.
I didn't actually start buying my own cigarettes until I was 18. So, yeah, I know.
College time, yeah.
But, yeah, so I smoked for 21 years. Menthols, okay. Of course. Started with Newports, went to Marlboro menthols, and then I spent the last, 15 years on Misty menthol lights.
You know, that is a popular female brand of cigarettes. Unfortunately, my sister-in-law will kill me, but she smokes Misties now, I believe, and Virginia Slims. I've been trying to get her to vape. She did quit at one point. She decided to go back to cigarettes, but you know, can you agree with me when I say that you can never force somebody to quit something to go on to something. They have to do it for themselves. And
yeah,
but
it's got to be the right time.
Right, but knowing
that it's available is always helpful because when they wake up one day and go, you know what, I'm sick of this shit, then they know who to call. But yeah, you can't force it on them. Right,
completely understand, and I completely can relate. And yeah, oh, Big Lenny. Yep, that's what they called him.
Virginia Slims, because I could not think of that.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but for those of you who do know the slang for Virginia Slim, that is it. So, but anyway, but hold on a second, I gotta put on my fan. Holy smokes! Sorry about this. I should put this on earlier. Okay. So anyway. I know, you guys, Rich, you're not prepared. I'm like, I forgot to turn it on. I wasn't thinking about my fan before. My head was pounding. But I'm here. But anyway, yeah, so, like, how exactly did you discover vaping? Like, what was your story on that?
Well, my son came home one day with a business card from a little kiosk at the mall saying, oh, I tried these electronic cigarette things. They're really cool. And I hung onto the card, but I kind of knew that anything at a kiosk at the mall was probably a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So about a week later, I went and there was this tobacco discount place, and I picked up. Hang on a second.
Sure, no problem.
I picked up a really bad disposable. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Did not enjoy it at all. So the next day, I thought, there's got to be something better. And so I went to Walgreens and picked up a blue kit. And I got out to the car and I opened the kit and I was like, I wonder if the batteries are charged. And I put it all together and I took one puff and I said, yeah, I think this could work. This could work. So I used that for about a month, but I wasn't able to stop smoking. It just wasn't enough. I mean, it got me down from like a pack a day to like 3 a day, which is huge.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people can relate to that.
The last 3.
Oh, look who's saying hi to you. Mel saying hi to you, Candi.
Oh, hey, Billy. But yeah, I couldn't get rid of the last 3. So I started watching videos.
Okay.
And I ended up ordering a 510 kit, some Vogue 2-ohm cartomizers, some juice from Raw Vapor, some juice from Virgin Vapor. And the day that that stuff came in was the last cigarette I smoked. And that was April 9th, 2012.
She's beat me by 2 months and 11 days. My 2 year is coming up. Wow.
It's hard to imagine, because I couldn't imagine actually lighting and smoking a cigarette right now. It just doesn't, it feels foreign. And it only took a little while to get there.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, that was kind of life-changing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very, I mean, like, so basically you were still on to 3 cigarettes a day. When was the day when you decided, when, you know, April 9th happened, of 2012, like, what was the catalyst that day? What do you feel was, like, the moment?
I got good juice.
Ah!
I ordered green peach tea from Raw Vapor.
Okay.
And I ordered Kona coffee milkshake from Virgin Vapor. And then I had, because I had the Vogue Cardos in a 2-ohm on a 510 battery, I was getting more power than out of the blue, and the combination of a little bit more power and some much better juice. I mean, I took that very first puff off of the green peach tea, and I went, holy shit. And I was done. That was all it took.
Wow.
So, I mean, I still credit Raw Vapor's green peach tea with being the one that got me to quit smoking.
Wow, that's hardcore. Yeah, I've hung out and talked to Raw Reaper Mike a few times, and those guys are like, I mean, I saw them at Vape Bash. They're always at Vape Bash and VaporCon every year, so at least you know those 2 events they're always at. And obviously, they go to the Memphis vape meets. Like I think they're involved in the Memphis vape meets. Tink's not here. I think she's doing something with her computer, but I would ask her since Tinker Evo lives in Memphis. But yeah, their shop is like in Jackson, which is like I think it's 45 minutes away. Oh, you are Valander? Valander, does Raw Vapor go to the Memphis meets? Because I think they do. Because remember I was asking before, Candi, how far you were from Memphis? You could actually meet these guys one time if you ever decided to take a trip out.
No, I haven't met any of my, you know, vape famous idols. That would be really cool.
You know what, though? But here's the thing. You know, what exactly is it? You know? I guess I would look at it as just people I want to meet in the community, more so than anything. Like, for example, I wanted to meet you. So, boom, I strike that off the list. Like, when I get to talk to you. I mean, like, but I haven't met you yet. There's certain people I would love to meet. Like, that's why I always tell, like, every time we'll PM each other on Facebook, I'll be like, what meets do you think you might go to? Because I go to those meets. I hope
We
you
need
go
to
to
bring a
some.
meet to the center of America, right here in Kansas City.
Oh gosh, you know she's got a point there. You know there is that. You know they had Vape Fest in the first. I think the first ever Vape Fest was in St. Louis, and they move around a lot. And Sheila, I know you meant to meet me. I know you went. I'm glad you met not just me, but you met a lot of people. And thank you. And I'm telling you, I told Sheila the next meet we're at, we're gonna spend more time together. We will. I think I only spent like a half an hour total in those 2 days at her table. So yes, I'm bad. I am bad. Oh look, Toxic Vape's asking if you're in near KC.
I'm right outside of KC in Kansas. So
You're on the
I'm
Kansas
right on the border
side.
of Overland Park. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to KC, and it's weird, guys. For those of you who haven't gone to Kansas City, it's like there's one part of Kansas City that's in Missouri, and then you go over the border, it's like you're still in Kansas City, but now you're in Kansas. It's the weirdest thing, but how does that split up? Do you know how the population split up? I mean, like, is most of the city center in Missouri, or...
It's actually two separate cities because it's in two separate states.
Oh, so it's not actually one big city.
The big part of Kansas City is in Missouri.
Like the stadiums and stuff.
I think so. I've only been here a year.
Oh, okay,
I really
okay.
don't know. I'm originally from Connecticut, so this is a big change for me.
I don't know if KFC counts because it's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No, we have barbecue up here.
What is it?
Good barbecue.
Oh, yeah, barbecue. Yes, you are my favorite pain in the ass, Mel. You are. So anyway, I know there's a couple questions that I did ask, and I'm sure people can relate to it, especially your aha moment. And guys, everybody here that's in the room, we can relate to that day. It's like you remember that day like you would remember like the birth of a child, or the day you got married, or the day you graduated high school. Like you remember things that happened.
It's totally on that list.
You know, that's how I feel. Like to me, it was almost like a second birth to me, in a sense. There was before.
Oh, looks like the stream's down.
It'll pop back up, guys. If hold on. Some people just like what they do usually is like you just have to refresh the page, and sometimes it'll just pop back up. So it should pop back up now. As soon as you refresh the page, it should be there. Yeah, it's on the server side. I don't know why it does that. It's been doing that. So anyway, apologize for those that are experiencing video issues. Like me, like I saw it too. So as soon as I refresh my page, like I'm doing now, I'm seeing our video again. Okay. But anyway, all right. Well, thanks for pointing out. And guys, I know it happens every once in a while. I don't know why. You know, it could be also that they moved to a new server. Remember, they had the outage a few weeks ago, and now I'm not having the issue getting into chat. Oh, boy.
Yeah, my chat's not loading either.
All right, so guys, we're not seeing chat right now, but we're gonna roll into the next question. And the next question I would have for you is, we're kind of, since you were talking about juice, I know I asked you a little bit about, like, have you ever delved yourself into like certain aspects of making your own juice and stuff, like DIY in your past?
I tried once.
Okay.
Back fairly early on, maybe 4 months into it, and I got 3 different flavors and BG and PG and Nick, and read all over ECF and downloaded the calculator and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual act of mixing, not difficult, but I found I like layered flavors with multiple flavors. I've never been happy with just a single flavor blend. So I couldn't mix any juice that I would actually vape. So I gave up really quick.
Oh, wow. Sheila really knows you. Look, she said you add menthol to everything.
I do, and that's the only thing I still DIY. I make my own menthol drops, and so I always have a bottle on hand. And if it's fruity, if it's a tea, I mentholate it. So like custards and baked goods, I don't mentholate that stuff.
Right.
But if it's fruity, menthol goes in there without a doubt.
Come on, Valander. Some people like the menthol. Some people don't. You know? For me, personally, I like every once in a while, if there's a juice I'm not satisfied with, it's not giving me enough of a cooling effect. Like, my cup of tea is colada. So I have 30 mils of colada.
I do enjoy colada, too. I think it adds a little something when you don't want the menthol flavor.
Yeah, I just want the cooling effect more so than the actual menthol flavor. Ooh, Toxic Angel loves menthol. So yeah, you got your menthol lovers in here. And it just coincides as that part of smoking, especially for menthol lovers.
Yeah, if I go like a whole day, maybe 2 days without hitting something that's heavy in the menthol, I really start to feel that lack. And I'll go pull out a straight menthol and just vape that for a little while because I need it.
Right. Like, for example, I'm vaping Banana Dream by Mr. BeeLiquid right now. And I don't need menthol in it. You know, but there are some that I do enjoy. Don't get me wrong. It depends on the flavor. I guess it depends on the juice, you know?
I actually have one. Where is it? Here we go. It's all gone because I loved it. The juice from the Black Lagoon. This is from Steam Spot, and it is a custard pastry kiwi menthol. So
oh God, guys, write this down.
Custard baked good Frankenstein juice, and it was so good.
Wait, I need you to write that. I need you to put in chat what that is for not just the viewers, but for myself, because I'm gonna need to save that. Because now I'm kind of curious. You know, here's the thing. Like, I'm sure between you and me, we covered a broad spectrum of vendors that are out there. So I'm sure there's a lot that I've tried that you haven't yet, and vice versa. It kind of works out in a sense. And Mel, I know you're in here too. And everybody who knows Mel, you know, Vaping Gal Philly, she does reviews also. So probably between the three of us.
Pick that one up locally.
This one's locally? Okay.
Well, it's available online. They're out of Colorado, but I happened to get the bottle at a local store. I tasted the sampler and I went, what in the world is this? I think I need to buy some.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it marked. It was crazy. And you know what? You got me at Colorado. Because everybody who knows me knows that Colorado is like my second home. I love Colorado. You're wearing the right color, by the way. You're wearing orange. And I love the Broncos. Go Broncos. So I don't know what your team is, but I'm like a fanatical Broncos fan.
God, do I say it? Because I'm going to alienate half the audience.
No, don't worry about it. It's all good.
I'm a Yankees fan by birth. I had no choice.
I love the Yankees too.
I don't follow sports.
And that is okay. That is okay. A lot of people don't. And Sheila's a fanatical Orange fan. But it's okay, because every time I see you, Sheila, I always say go Broncos. Oh, no. I don't agree with that, but your team is good, Sheila. Anybody who don't know about the Niners, 49ers, San Francisco? I don't know. But anyway, we'll delve away from that since you're not a big sports fan, but there is something that we did talk about that you are pretty keen on, and that is some of the shows that we were talking about. I know one show in particular we were talking about, Breaking Bad. We didn't talk about it too much, but let me just say, there were some scenes in that show I thought I would never see it on television, let alone HBO. They really, really pushed the envelope on that, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's what... Because AMC has gotten really edgy. You're going to see a lot of stuff on AMC that you won't see on other networks. They've got HBO quality programming.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And there's AMC, and there's also, what's that? And FX. FX, where they have, like, Sons of Anarchy. I don't know if you're a Sons of Anarchy fan, but I'm a huge
Another one I love. Oh, my God, Barbecue Fork.
All I'm saying is, Season 7 is coming up in a few months, and I'm going to be depressed at the end of that season. Very depressed. One. It's like everybody's going to be...
No more Jax.
I know. Hey, Immortal, how's it going?
I'm so sad they cut his hair. My other favorites, let's see, Supernatural.
Okay. I saw the first couple seasons of that. I never watched
Supernatural until about 6 months ago, and then I went on a Netflix binge and watched everything.
Oh, gosh. I hear you.
Best invention ever.
What others have you... Anybody... Who else has Netflix binge in here? Put a 1 in the review, Netflix binged. Here.
Netflix binging.
Right here. I've done it. I've done it like you have a whole weekend. You decide you want to stay in, so you get all the food you need for the entire weekend on Friday. You start Friday night.
Absolutely toxic.
Oh, man. Twin Peaks was awesome, but that movie pissed me off. Guys, if you're going to get into Twin Peaks, watch the series. Do not watch the movie.
Don't watch the movie.
It'll ruin it. it'll just ruin it for you. Just like pretend at the end of Twin Peaks that was the end of it and there was nothing after it. Believe me, you're better off. What's TPB, Scorp? Oh, look, it's a doggy. Is that the doggy that was barking before?
This is my mean watchdog.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm sure you can relate to this as a dog lover. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching Mark. I saw half of it, and then somebody was telling me, "Don't do it, don't do it." So I only saw half of it, but it still ruined a lot for me. But anyway, Candi, going back to your dog, let's talk about this for a second. I have a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine, who has a Great Dane and a Boston Terrier. Obviously, you know the size difference between those two. The Great Dane is a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. Doesn't really bark, comes up acts like your best friend. That little son of a bitch Boston Terrier, let me tell you. He was the mean one. Don't let...
Yep.
So basically what I'm saying is, I mean,
it's little big dog syndrome.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. They know that they can't really do anything physically, so they got to be really vocal.
Oh, God, I mentioned Boston. Oh, God. Here's Latin lady going up. Boston strong, go New England Patriots, say my name. We have this thing with Latin lady vaping.
Boston with a W in it.
Did I say Boston like that? Uh-oh. Oh, no. I am a cat person too, Sheila. That is me. Oh, I said Boston. Oh, no.
You did. You said Boston.
Oh, man. Are you ready to go to the pissa, Latin lady? It's a pissa. Okay, but anyway. And another thing we talked about, it's interesting because we were talking about this before about how we were just talking about our, I guess our language, so to speak, in accordance to sailors. But you were telling me how you could easily turn it on and off. And I think that goes with your career background, right? So for me, it was because I was in the corporate sector. And you can't really curse, especially in front of clients. So I learned to mute myself in those situations. But how did you do it?
I worked with kids in public school.
Can't think that'll do.
But I wasn't allowed to. So yeah, I worked at a middle school for 3 years teaching computers. Right. And then after that, I moved on to a community college and taught computers to adults.
Okay, it was a little bit easier.
So basically, just being in education,
right,
wasn't super okay to swear all the time.
Just remember, guys, when your video goes off, just refresh it, or just turn it off and then turn it on again. It should pop on. So, for those of you that didn't lose it. But anyway, we'll keep going anyway because we're recording this, so it's all good. Let's see here. I'm gonna refresh it anyway. I don't know why this keeps happening. Hold on. Let me just type it in.
I don't like looking at the black, so I reload it.
Yep.
It's not coming back up for me this time.
Hold on a second. Let's see here. I don't see it. Oh, yep, there it is. There it goes. Now, I'm gonna remind people in chat for those who are losing video and they can't hear us. But anyway, I'll tell them as soon as my chat pops on because my chat's not coming up either. Which is awesome, just great, just joy. Yeah.
Roll on.
Yeah, it'll come up. Okay, let me just put it here in chat. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Candi, but hold on. Let me just put this in. For those losing video, please just refresh the browser since it's on the server end. Okay. Hey, Factor. No, our pad doesn't come in until later on tonight. He'll be on the late show. We got Candi. We got Candi right now, Factor. So Factor, say hi to Candi. And see, some people just wait patiently for it to pop back on. Okay, so it comes in and out. I'm just gonna ignore it for the rest. We'll just keep going. All right. So anyway, we did talk about a couple things, like, because we were delving a little bit in your review, and I guess some of the what I want to say is like some of the kinds of devices that you're into, right? So for me personally, I like 510 atomizers, 306 when I'm dripping. Also, obviously, we have RDAs, but at the same time, we were talking about Genesis atomizers, and anyway, between RDAs, Jennies, 510 or 306s, I mean, what was your, what's like your preference when it comes to?
Well, I used 510s and 306s for almost a year. I had, a handful of 510s and 306 atomizers and drip shields and all that.
Right.
So I used those for about a year until I got my first rebuildable dripping atomizer, which was an IGOL. And I haven't much used the old 510s since then. I really like my RDAs. Really like those. I like my K-Funs.
Mm-hmm. I personally I haven't bought a K-Fun yet. And the reason why is because I'm so enamored by Pro Tanks myself. We didn't discuss my preference, but for me, I love Pro Tanks. Like, this is called a rat tank. So this is like a 5 mil. This is like a 5 mil Pro Tank style
I've seen those.
tank.
Doesn't it just take a Pro Tank head? Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes. I know I got it matching my Provider, but it's awesome though. I love it, and like not only that, it's like
I used Pro Tank for a really long time, and I rebuilt the heads, and I got the arrow bases. But I've switched all of my tank styles over. I like the Aspire Nautilus still.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a full-size K-Fun and a K-Fun Mini. And so my Pro Tanks haven't seen any use since I got those.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know why. We'll just keep going. Sorry about that, Candi. But anyway, for me personally, like I said, oh, look, see, Vapors TV is having some issues. So it's not me. Okay. Well, here's the thing, though. Just for me, it's like, I can understand how, because it seems that, K-Funs are really popular these days. Like, it's really emerging. Like, how last year it was the Pro Tank that won, I guess, best attachment. I think this year's the year of the K-Fun. It really is. When it comes, not only that, because, like, and fortunately or unfortunately, based on how you look at it, I mean, people who can afford to get the originals are getting an immensely good vape out of it. And I'm not saying that the clones are bad at all, but when it comes to some of the clones that are being made I can't ignore the fact that some of them make them really good, and they're making it at a price that
I want a lot of clones.
Right. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you.
I wish they didn't have logos on them, though. That's my thing.
I was just about to say that.
If they had an option for no logo, that's what I would choose.
Because I think by not having the logo, it's almost like paying respect to the modders. So this whole thing that you guys are hearing this week, Russ broke in on ClickBang on Tuesday night. He talked about how Hannah's suing the daylights out of a lot of these manufacturers. And he deserves to.
E3tronics is really pushing too for everybody who's carrying the flip. So we're starting to see backlash from the original makers. They're like, "Hey, take the logo off," and I'm all for that.
Oh yeah, completely understand. And like I said, I mean, there's certain situations where, I'm looking at what Sheila's saying here. She's wrote in how some of the K-Fun clones are junk. I can relate to that, but that's the way it is with almost any device that's out there. I mean, here's a great. Oh, go ahead.
I have a Helios clone that this is junk. Let me take it apart here. This was sent over by Angel 6.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, the ring just spins freely.
Mm-hmm.
So you would never get your air holes to stay aligned where you put them. and there's only one set of air holes on here. This is a 3-post dripper with a split center post. Who's going to build it single coil? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this is just useless to me. Absolutely useless. I've never even bothered to build it. This is junk. So, junk definitely exists.
Oh yeah, I can relate to that completely. You know, because especially for those who know the Helios clone, who know the Helios RDA, there's a lot that went into it, and at the time it was phenomenal because it was the first one that not only gave you the ability to, it gave you the extra center post. That was the first thing I loved about it, more so than anything.
Split center post is nice.
And then on top, and that made dual coiling like a cinch. It made it extremely easy to do. For those of you that are popping, I'm sorry about it's popping in and out. But we're continuing on with the interview because I am going to be uploading this onto YouTube. So I just wanted to keep it going, even though we were having technical issues. Okay.
You can always watch it again in its entirety when Rich puts it up.
Yeah, and that's a YouTube lover right there. I haven't heard one. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our links in the room again for those of you who haven't seen. Just so for those of you coming in tonight, I'm having Candi McCann. She's a fellow vapor and a YouTube reviewer, and I was very interested in having her in. So I'm very glad to have her in. And we were talking about before you guys we got rudely interrupted by a technical issue. All right, Sheila, much love, and thank you very much for coming in, Sheila. Have a good evening. Just so you know, before we got cut off, I was talking about the rat tank, and just so you know, this is I think this is like $45 for the rat tank. Hey, what's up, Mad Cat Will? How you doing, brother? So we have the rat, and it's basically like a pro tank style. It just gives you more juice flow, a lot more juice that you can add to it. And then we started talking about K funds, and then we started talking about cloning, where Candi pulled out a Helios clone, RDA clone that was pretty much junk. So we can relate to people who say that there's a lot of junk out there. Another one I want to bring up specifically, because this one kind of annoyed me actually, and I'm not usually annoyed when people put out clones, but this one kind of annoyed me, and it was when Camry came out with the K100 and the K101. Now the devices themselves, they're okay for mechanicals. They aren't spectacular. And I could see at the time why there was a need. Right? I could see why there is a need. Okay, I understand.
I have a story behind this one though.
Okay.
I wanted an Empire. It was the very first mod I ever wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that they basically don't sell them. I signed up on the website to get notified, and I figured out that if you don't go to the store or go to a big vape meet, you're never going to get one.
Oh, Candi, by the way.
Because I don't think they're overly priced. I just
right.
wasn't going to get my hands on one, so when this came out, I was all over it.
If you really want one, I can go to the brick and mortar and grab you one. I really can. Because, they're in Queens. The brick and mortar's in Queens. So let me go down the road before I move to Texas, that is. Because once I move to Texas, it'll be kind of hard for me to go to the brick and mortar. So.
Well, then I would have to get a 901 atomizer.
Well, here's another thing. I didn't even mention the 901s. Let me tell you, the 901s, if you haven't tried it yet, it's actually quite good. It's quite good. The only problem is it's a little old. The technology is a little old, and a lot of people have moved to RDAs, and here's the thing.
I really have, and so I don't know if I would want to step back to it.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, okay? The only reason why I thought that annoyed me is because if they're going to make... Oh, hey, what's up, Tink? Let me tell you something, guys. If you're going to make a clone of a PV, such as like the Empire, for God's sake, at least keep the 901. Or at least put a little attachment so you could replace the top with the 901 or the 510. That was the only major thing that pissed me off about the K100 and 101.
And that little sleeve that came with it wasn't really a drip shield.
I know, you had to really buy a drip shield from Empire. Or to use it, and I don't know. It annoyed the hell out of me. That's the only thing. I'm sure there's a lot of other examples I can use, but that's the example I'm using tonight. So. But anyway.
But it doesn't say that it's an Empire, though. It says Camry K100 right on it.
Right. I mean, no. I mean, at least they respected the logo situation. But there are a lot of people out there these days, a lot of Chinese manufacturers that, I mean, it's under the cuff information. Nobody knows if it's true or not. But the rumor has it is that some modders, not all, some modders make deals with these manufacturers where they would run their mods to their specifications. Then they give them permission if they make slight alterations to it to roll out their own clones based on the original design. That's why when you see some clones of, like, let's say, Filipino mods, right? Pinoy mods.
They show up like 10 days after the original releases.
Exactly. In some cases, they'll announce the clone before the original comes out. That's happened a couple of times, So I'm not sitting here and telling you guys don't buy clones. I'm not saying that at all, okay? Because people have different budgets. Not everybody has a huge wad of cash that they could spend on a ton of originals. For those.
Oh my God! Paul just said that Empires are changing over to 510s.
What?
The end of an era.
What, Paul? Keith told you that during Bash? Oh my God. Well, in a good sense, that'll be good. I mean, they'll probably. But I'm gonna still keep my 901. What they should do is put Empire should put an attachment in where you could switch the tops off between a 510 and a 901 connection. That's what they should do. We'll see if that happens. Yeah. But anyway, spend too much time on that. Let's go into the next subject. And the next subject I wanted to talk to, what made you decide to even start doing vaping reviews?
Well, we moved.
Right.
My husband got a different job, so we moved from Connecticut to Kansas, and for the first time in 15 years, I wasn't working. Mm-hmm. And so I got kind of bored, and I spent a lot of time focusing on vape stuff.
Right.
And I decided, what the hell, I'm going to try my hand at it too. I needed a hobby.
Right. And I think a lot of vapors, they either do it because they want it to be a hobby or because, let's say your first year, and everybody can relate to this, your first year of vaping, you're buying everything under the sun, trying to find what you would consider your perfect vape. Obviously, yeah. And after that first year, you're sitting here with all this product, then you're realizing, wait a second, I haven't even opened this yet. And let's say you bought it like 2 or 3 months ago. You're like, oh my God. And then you start opening like, wow, this is good. Next thing you know, you want to... What do you mean you started because of us? Stop it, Mel. You did it because you love vaping just as much as we do. You know it, Mel. So... And obviously it's our love of vaping that got us to do. Well, then we love you then. Stop. Oh my gosh.
No, I enjoyed it. I realized I watched the videos all day and decided I wanted to make some. So I really, for the first probably 3 or 4 months, everything I reviewed was something that I bought or got at a vape meet. Because we started having vape meets in Kansas City around that time.
How is your scene there?
Getting a lot of samples and stuff. It's not bad. I mean, when we first got here in April of last year, there was one vape shop. Now there's over 15. And we've got our Facebook club page has like 300 members.
Wow.
We have meets every couple of months. And usually we get between 60 and 100 people there, so not too bad.
So also, you could also, if you decide to, if you had free time on a Saturday, let's say, you go with your son, go hit a vape shop. Next thing you know, you're planted on the couch for the next 2-3 hours, and then people start coming in. You form some more people sit down on the couches. Next thing you know, you have yourself a little mini vape meet.
Yep, and I always run into somebody I know.
That's cool, though.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous you got all those brick and mortar spots.
Walking into a shop And the guy was on his little iPad behind the counter, and he looks down and he looks up at me and he looks back down again and he goes, "I'm watching one of your videos right now." And it was the first time I had been to that shop. And he turns the iPad around and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Hey, what's up, Nitro?
My cool little moment.
Oh, man. And then, like, so you started doing it, you started getting subscribers, people started liking it, obviously vendors started noticing, and then vendors would start approaching it, because I know, like...
I can tell you who the first one was. They're actually one of your sponsors.
Really?
Yep. The very first vendor to contact me to ask me if I would review their juice was Hooligans.
Ah, Case and Orion. That reminds me, my gosh, I need to do the review. I keep telling them I'm going to do reviews, but I'm not going to...
Put it on your to-do list.
I know. It's on my list. Like, I have a queue of who I'm going to, but I think I may have to bump them near the top. Just because I keep pushing it down.
Smash, Beach Smoothie, and Wicked Berry Blast.
Wicked Berry Blast, Cheers, the chocolate banana. But I'm a banana freak, so...
I'll have to send all my banana stuff to you.
Oh my god. We're gonna do an epic trade then. We're gonna have to talk about this offline. But the thing is though, my problem is that I vape at 12. I only RDA at 6.
I 12 in a tank, 6 in a
Oh,
RDA.
sweet! Okay, we're in the same profile.
High five.
No, boom! Hold on, I gotta do this. I must do that. So, anyway, so while we're talking about the vape, thank you, Candi. So talking about your vape and review style, I mean, obviously, I've seen your review style, and I really like it. I mean, how did you come up with your style of reviewing a product?
Well, are we talking juice or hardware?
I'm just talking in general, like your general, like what's your emotions? Like, how do you go about it? Like, do you vape the juice? Like, how long do you vape? If it's a juice, how long do you vape on it for before you do a review?
I usually like to spend at least a week with something before I review it. So I make sure that I've had enough of the juice to really get a sense of the different nuances, make sure it's had some time to steep. So I like to give it some time before I go into the review. But I don't really take notes. I kind of speak off the cuff when I'm doing juice reviews, so
right.
I haven't prepped notes for it or anything. So I'm not very organized in that sense. It's all kind of organic.
Oh, I see what you mean. I totally do. And like, when speaking of organic, I don't know what you were mentioning just before. I totally forgot to mention this. The organic vanilla by Virgin Vapor is probably the best vanilla I've ever had.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The best. So guys, Virgin Vapor, get the organic vanilla. If you're into straight up flavors, that's the one. And not only that, the reason why I like it so much is that it mixes so well. Like, let's say if you have a strawberry shortcake you like, throw a little vanilla in it. Next thing you know, you have, your own version of Celestial Bodies that Mad Cat Will has introduced us. Oh God, Nitro spamming.
It had a different name.
It did. Nitro, what's the original name of this juice? But I do not want to say it because it grosses me out. I believe it's okay, guys. I believe it was it was Nitro's Love Batter. Yuck. I'm really glad Mad Cat Will changed the name, man. You really needed to change the name on that. I'm so give Nitro another name, name another juice having like Nitro Sweet Strawberry or something. I don't know, but or I just couldn't deal with the love batter. I couldn't do it. Oh God. All right, but anyway, speaking of juices or devices, what would you consider some of your I know you say you don't like to grade juices per se. I try not to in my reviews also, but since we're not in a review or anything, just for personal preference, what were some of the flavors that completely knocked you off your ass? Any vendor, it doesn't have to be your absolute favorite. What are some notable ones that you reviewed that you tried very hard not to say, holy crap, this shit is awesome?
Well, I haven't reviewed it, but Five Ponds, I gotta say, I really like the Castle Long. And it doesn't fall into my typical flavor profile. I'm really more of a fruity vapor, but that stuff is just awesome.
Oh yeah, the Long Castle. Did you try the McSauces edition or the Long Castle Reserve?
No, I wasn't able to get a hold of any of the Reserve.
Want to hear something funny? A friend of mine on another network, Gothic Vash.
Itches.
It's okay. Yeah, we all get that. But he found out that I only vaped maybe 2 mils off of my Long Castle Reserve. He was like, I'll give you anything for that. He made me a drip tip for my bottle of Long Castle Reserve. A custom drip tip. That's how badly he wanted the bottle. I don't know. I think I made out pretty good because I have something that's permanent and he got a consumable. But it is a consumable that's hard to get. I did hear, however, they're going to make another batch this fall. So just letting you know, Candi.
I got my empties bucket here. I save all my empties and I go through them in a video. Because if you finish a bottle all gone, it means something.
For those of you who don't know this series, it's the Empties and Not For Me's series on our channel. Okay, so anything that's empties are ones that you were willing to buy again.
Oh yeah, and I mean I vaped it all gone. So Panty Dropper from Good Life Vapor was definitely one of my favorites.
Okay. I met the guy from Good Life. What's his name? Steve? I think his name is.
No.
The owner.
Jeremy.
The tall guy. What?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
Jeremy and I actually swapped juices way back before he started mixing.
Dude, that guy's really sweet guy. I've seen him at a lot of meets, but believe it or not, we weren't formally introduced until Vape Bash. And it was, trying to remember who it was. I think it was another vendor. It was another vendor that didn't have a table, but he walked up, he's like, you don't know Jeremy? I was like, I've seen him at like every meet, but he like almost every big meet I went to, I've seen him for like the past couple years, but we just never talked. We finally talked for the first time. So, and he's a sweet guy. Sweet guy. I have some of his juice. So.
Yes, he's a nice guy. Yeah, that Panty Dropper is really good. Smaller company, Carpe Diem Vapor, Slevin. So good. It's like an apple pie with vanilla ice cream and caramel on it. It's so good. Finish that up.
Oh my god.
Potion Vape, Yellowberry. That's another one that I just slurped down.
Yeah, guys, don't worry about writing this down. Watch the replay, get to this point in the replay, then start writing down these flavors. Keep going, Candi.
Tasty Cloud, their Dragonair, is a watermelon, menthol, dragon fruit. Excellent. I go through that really quick. If you like tobacco, try their Stay Gold, which is like a caramel apple tobacco. Like nutty notes. So good.
Do they have one with banana instead of apple?
No. Tasty Cloud only has 3 flavors right now, but they're all really good. Recent discovery is open source vapor.
Yep, Jody.
Coca-Cola. I'm on my 2nd bottle.
Coca-Cola?
I don't like cola vapes. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's really good.
Oh gosh. Oh boy. You know,
that's what I can think of right now.
That's cool. Like, for me, I would say like some of my top vapes. Like I talked about when you're talking about straight up vanilla, get the Virgin Vapors. I went through 2 30 mils of that. No, I'm sorry, 115 when I tested it, and then a 30 mil. And I guess I should buy some more. And I finally met those guys. They were at Vegas last year, at Vegas Vape Fest. So I met them there, out there. Yeah, I'm lucky. I was lucky last year because even though I was out sick, and I had to give up my full-time job, which sucked. And I'm back part-time with them, but it's not the same, you know. But anyway, the thing is that while I was out going through my treatments, I was fortunate enough to go to a lot of meets. And like I said, we were talking about it before, how you're hoping there could be a big meet that's happening in the KC area. And I think you're right. I think that there's a lot of cities that have been overlooked, but this year they're hitting a lot of cities. Like, obviously, you heard about...
Well, they went and threw a big one up in Springfield, Mass. After I moved away.
I know, I was just about to talk about that.
Disappointed there.
I mean, Massachusetts is finally getting a big meet.
I lived 20 minutes away from there when I lived there.
Oh man,
I know.
and then obviously you got Winston-Salem happening the end of August with Vape Mania. You have Atlanta, which is going in its official second year, but last year they had their first meet and 4th of July weekend. It was very hard to have a meet on a holiday weekend, so they moved it to the middle of August, and I think that was a brilliant move on their part. So that's Vaporpalooza. Obviously, you got VaporCon West for those in the West Coast in Reno, which is like the second week of July. I think July 11th, 12th, I think. And then you have some of the big boys coming in, like ECC in September, VaporCon East in October or November. You got Vaporpalooza. I don't know if that's happening again. That's in October usually. I mean not Vaporpalooza. Vapetoberfest, which was in Long Branch, New Jersey. Long Beach, California, last year. Hey, Vaping Girl. For those of you that are popping in, like Maxie, Vaping Girl, Vaping Chevy, who's popping in and out, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us despite our technical difficulties. But, anyway, speaking of your empties and not for me's, I know you were talking to me about your anniversary of making vaping videos.
Yep. My channelversary is coming.
Oh.
I'm calling it the Channelversary Giveaway Extravaganza.
Oh my God! You hear that, guys? Giveaway extravaganza. So, do you guys want to subscribe to our channel now? Yeah, you do. So let's put in her links again. And she's gonna tell you guys a little bit about this extravaganza that's happening next month. Go ahead, Candi.
Well, I've got a bunch of sponsors.
Uh-huh.
So I have a bunch of giveaways. I'll show you a couple. I've got 3 MVPs.
Ooh.
The Shine Editions.
Ooh, with the little, go ahead.
Yep. I've got 3 of the MVPs. I've got a CLK kit.
Okay. This is kind of exciting.
Mistology Vapor
Ooh.
sent a little box, and in the box is their full line of BeeLiquid in 30 ml bottles and a t-shirt. Rocket Fuel Vapes is giving a gift card. Free State Vapor is giving a 30 ml bottle of liquid and a gift certificate. Angel Cigs is sending a Cape on Mini clone. I don't want to give it all away, but Vapor for Life is in for something. And
Vapor for Life! What is up? Hold on. Let me give props to Vapor for Life right now.
So that's just a little bit of it.
You have a Zeus, right,
Maybe
Candi?
half. I'm getting one.
Hey, speaking of which, while we're talking about reviews here, I really want to put a link in the room. Have you applied yet? Are you in there?
Joined.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So you talked to Kevin. You talked to Kevin and Audrey.
Audrey.
Okay. Audrey's awesome. I met Audrey at Vape Bash too. You know what? Here's the thing. We were broadcasting in Nova. She was right next to me. She was the very next table. So she comes and I'm like, Audrey! She's like, Rich! And then Brandon came in. Brandon practically lifts me off the ground. I'm a big guy, I'm almost 300 pounds. But let me tell you, Brandon's stocked like a football player. Like, he looks like a tight end or something. It's like really, tall, muscular. Like, he just lifted me. I was like, Rich! I was like, holy crap, this guy's strong. But yeah, they're great people over at Vapor for Life. And you guys haven't tried it. I understand for a lot of people it's like, yeah, but it looks a little pricey. But you know what? You've got some excellent products. And I'm not knocking their juice or anything. I've tried some of it, And at the time, a couple years ago, it was good to vape China juice. I don't know how they improved since then, but let me tell you, some of their devices are good. Really good.
I actually haven't tried them. This will be my first one.
You're gonna like it. I have both versions. I have the medium
But
version.
it's the 510 connection. That was one of the reasons I hadn't bothered to try anything, was because I really didn't want to get too into the 808s.
You'll hear I have the 808 version and the big one, and I have the 510 version and the smaller one. So I got both versions, and oh look, Jimothy is 30 going on 14. I think I can relate to that. Because I'm like, you and I are roughly around the same age. We're very close to the same age, Candi, but I don't feel my age. I feel like I'd say I feel like late 30s, late 20s, early 30s at most.
I have the body of a 40-year-old and the brain of a 20-year-old.
Sorry, you don't even look that old. Guys, seriously, put a one in the room if you think she looks 10 years younger than 40. Honestly. She don't look that old.
If we get enough of them, I have some juice to give away.
Uh-oh. Did you hear that? If you guys give her enough compliments, she's got juice to give away. I think the compliments are going to start rolling in very soon. Here they come, see? I think they all agree with me. And it's not just because you persuaded them with juice. I think a lot of people are going to do it anyway. So, but yeah, that's how I view you.
Thank you.
Okay, so looks like Candi is going to do a giveaway. What are you going to do for us tonight, Candi? What are you going to offer these fine specimens?
I have got 2 sealed 30 ml bottles from Vape Goddess.
Ooh.
12 milligrams. These are both tobacco-based flavors. One of them is Ginger Fetish, and it is a ginger-infused tobacco. And the other one is Luna, which is a blueberry-infused tobacco. But you gotta see the labels. Are these gonna come out? I'm waiting on the delay, sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Yep, I see it. I see it. Ah, that's kind of nice. Look at the design on that. Oh, cool, Draconis.
They have really pretty labels. And so, these are up for grabs.
Okay, so we're going to give it your choice. How would you like to do this? Would you like to do a trivia question to see if anybody was listening to us? Oh, wait, no, we had technical issues. We can't do that. It wouldn't be fair.
Because we don't know what cut out.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Maxie. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do host choice. I think...
Oh, Tavish, come here. She's probably not still here, but somebody earlier said that they liked it when you were in my videos.
This is Candi's son, who also vapes. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to Cirrus of Passage, and another fellow vapor. Nice to meet you. Everybody, give your name in the room so everybody knows who you are.
I'm Tavish.
Guys, give props to Tavish. That's a cool name, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's just turned 21.
Ah, that means he can have a little brewski with the mommy.
That's right. We plan on doing some drunk reviews.
Oh gosh, I think that'd be fun.
We're not sure how good they're going to come out. But
Tavish, I think some of the ladies in here are enamored by you.
Oh.
Okay, he also, if anybody follows video games, they like watching streams on Twitch. He's a streamer on Twitch.
I am.
Give me your address.
Oh, here, put it in. Candi, just type it in for people. Yeah, I'll save it. I'll watch you, bro.
Twitch.tv/8%.
Okay.
And all kinds of games. All kinds of games.
Cool. Do you do Diablo 3 by any chance, like walkthroughs?
I was literally playing it about 10 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness! I want to hear about some of you know, like you got the expansion pack. I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it yet, and I was wondering if it was worth getting. I wasn't sure, just because I haven't played it in a while. So.
Oh, I think it's worth it. Yeah.
All right. So okay, guys, if you guys want to watch some game, well, you do walkthroughs and stuff on various games. So, you want to see that? Definitely support Candi's son and go right here, Twitch TV. Look what's sent. Let's put it in again. Yeah. There we go. There it is. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do the giveaway.
Get lost.
All right, get out of here.
All right, take care. Okay. Okay, so here we go, guys. We're gonna do a random chatter. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make it simple like that. And the lucky person. The only thing is, if you had won already tonight, you cannot be involved with this, okay? Because I want to give as many viewers as possible a chance to win something tonight, okay? So here we go, guys. Good luck. And tonight's winner is Trying to Quit. Congratulations, Trying to Quit. All I need is the last 2 digits of your zip code. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to verify the winner, Candi, and then what I'll do is I'll email you who the verified winner is, and then you can send it to us. So that way you know you sent it to the right person.
Okay.
Let's see if they're in the room, though. Oh, there he is. So Trying to Quit. I just need the last 2 digits of your zip code. And congratulations on winning. You win 2 juices from Vape Goddess, 2 30 mils. You won the, excuse me, I wrote it down.
Ginger Fetish and Luna.
Ah, thank you. Ginger Fetish and Luna. But anyway, I need those last...
Congratulations, Tryon.
I just need those last 2 digits. There it is. 21. Congratulations. That is absolutely friggin' awesome. So anyway, before we go, because, you know, we gotta have a go, and I've been having so much fun that I just lost track of time, to be honest with you, Candi.
Oh, me too. It's okay. I'll come back if you're ever in need of a guest.
Oh, that is good. I may take you up, but I know it has to be the early show because you can't go on my late show. It's past your bedtime.
I'm an old lady. That's just way past my bedtime.
Hey, what is this old we're talking about? We were just talking about how we think like we're 20-year-olds. There is no old.
My body knows better.
There is no old.
When I stand up and sit down. You know, that started when I turned 40. You know, when I stand up, I'm like, oh.
There is no old. There is no old. But anyway, before you go, I'd love to throw this little quiz at you. Now, before we go, guys, I know you guys didn't see the entire interview. I'm sorry, but I will upload the replay for everybody. And I just wanted to make sure that I went through a smooth interviewing process without, stopping too many times. That's why I kept going despite the technical difficulties. So anyway, I'm going to ask you this. Quick quiz. I'm just basing it off of James Lipton's quiz that he does for his show inside the Actors Studio. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Okay. The first question is, what is your favorite non-curse word?
Snuggle.
Good one. What is your least favorite word?
Smegma.
Ugh. Ugh. What turns you on? Oh no! I lost her! Give me a second. Hold on. Why is this happening? Hold on, Candi. I'm trying to get back in. Okay, I think I'm back in.
We're back?
Yeah, we're back. Oh my gosh.
See? Hangouts doesn't like smegma either.
I guess not. Yeah, it is borderline, but you know what? It is an actual technical term. You can look it up in the dictionary. So I guess I will take that. So the next question would be, what turns you on?
Thunderstorms.
That's interesting. What turns you off?
Prejudice.
I can relate. What sound do you love?
Coffee dripping.
What sound do you hate?
My dog barking.
Ah.
Oh, and tornado sirens.
Oh, yeah, because you're right in that path. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I had never heard them until I moved here, and I don't like them very much.
Did they sound familiar to, let's say when they do the, you know how in the Northeast they have, the sirens for, air raids and stuff? Does it sound similar to
I've never
that?
heard them.
It's annoying as hell.
But I've never heard them.
It's annoying as hell. They do tests like a couple times a year here in New York.
They're trying to figure out what smegma is. Look it up.
I don't want to say it, but let's just say it isn't pleasing. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
A lot of people like it. Mine is shit. Mine is shit because I use it a lot. So,
Nope. It's fuck.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I've always wanted to be an artist of some kind.
Just something creative?
Something, sculpture, jewelry, I don't know, something like that.
Cool. You know what? Thank God for community colleges, because if you wanted to come back and take a class, you can choose. They have all those artsy classes, just if you want to like delve into it. And they have the night classes too. If you felt like it, and it's cool because you meet new people too. I've done it a couple of times, just on silly stuff. Like I took an acting class to try to help me with broadcasting, public speaking, so I don't say filler words like and you know. But anyway,
I still say all the time, despite public speaking classes.
I know. I tried not to, but at the same time, they just come out. I don't know. I guess it's just ingrained in our heads. So anyway, what profession would you not like to do?
I don't think I would want to clean out porta potties.
Yeah.
No.
Me either. Here you go. Here's the last question. Regardless of religious affiliation, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did good.
That's awesome. Guys, give Candi a round of applause. I'm giving you a round of applause myself.
Thank you.
Again,
this has been really fun. You're a good host, though. You make it easy.
You know what? You make it easy too. I mean, like, you came right at the gates, and you know, I think it helps because you know we're so used to being in front of a camera. You know, like not necessarily live, but well, in my case, live. But
no, the live part had me just a little bit nervous, but I think the dry run earlier got rid of it all.
Oh, really? Oh, when we were having a pre-show meeting? Yeah, but guys, if you guys don't know, I know people kind of look at me like, what, Rich? I actually have pre-show meetings with my guests to go over topics they want to discuss and whatnot. And the reason why I do that is because I like to plan my shows. I know you guys are like, what, Rich? I'm like, yeah, I do. So anyway, shh, that's a secret. Don't tell anybody. So, anyway, Candi, thank you so much again for coming in. Again, here's her links. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel. If you guys are on Twitter, please follow her on Twitter. If you want to add her to one of your circles, please do so on her Google+. And she has Instagram also.
I'm easy to find.
Yep, Candi McCann's pretty much hers. She found a way to grab all of those, which is hard to do with your own name, because a lot of people, when they put in their name, are like, oh no, it's taken, especially if you have a common name, like John Smith, you know. So, but yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and she's, like I said, she's on Instagram also. There's her Facebook also. And she just started a blog. Here, tell us real quickly about your blog. What do you plan on putting on it?
I haven't really figured it out yet. It's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I put up was a sneak peek of one of the prizes for the giveaway extravaganza. So I plan to post more of those. And then my second post was saying that I was going to be here with you tonight.
Yay!
But,
yay!
you know, when I buy something new, when I get vape mail, maybe individual juices that I might not review in an actual YouTube video will go up on the blog. You know, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I completely relate and completely understand that. But anyway, much love, Candi. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And you know what?
Thank you everybody for watching.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I may take you up on that offer to come in as a co-host one day, because you never know if I want to bring in some other guests. And I know you were telling me there's a lot of people you wanted to meet. You never know. It could be somebody that you've been wanting to meet, but at least you can meet them online. Talk to
Ooh,
them
that's a
online.
thought.
So I may hit you up
So I'll
on that.
stalk your guest list, and when I see someone I like, I can go, hey, hey, hey.
It is possible you can PM me, and that might be doable. So, like for example, I'm having Ray on later tonight, but it's past your bedtime. But if you wanted to come on,
It's past my bedtime, but you need to tell him hi for me.
I will. I will. All right. But anyway, much love, Candi. Thank you so much again for coming in.
Mwah.
All right. Bye. Have a good evening.
Bye, everybody.